Alright, today I'm going to show you guys how to make a software-based access point on Windows 7. This is made by using Netsh and making a hosted network. Some good uses to have a software-based access point are, like, say your friends are over at your house and they want to use your Wi-Fi, but you don't want them to know the password over your router. You can make a software-based access point and share the internet connection with that and give them that password, which would be simpler. There are many uses for this, and there are many different things you can do with it, but we're just going to go through the most basic way and one of the most useful ways to use it. So we're going to get started. You'll see up here in the notepad I've already got everything typed out, but that's just because it's a batch file and I need a refresher on the commands. But let's get started. I'll explain more about the batch file later. When you do start, you want to use a command prompt with administrative privileges. You can do this by typing in CMD, right-clicking, and selecting Run as Administrator. This will come up and ask you, yes. Alright, now we're going to get started. I'm going to type netsh wlan set hosted network mode equals allow. SSID equals, this is going to be the name of your access points. You can name it anything you want, but for now we're going to name it softap1. The key is going to be your passphrase. Set that to anything you want also. For now, we're just going to set that to this, and key usage equals persistent. This is default, but we're just going to type it in for accuracy purposes. I've already got one made, so I don't need to press enter on this, but otherwise you would just press enter, and it would say everything was successful. If not, you need to go through your settings and figure out what the problem is. Google is your friend. Once we have that done and everything's set and good to go, we're going to type netsh wlan start. Oh, I'm sorry. netsh wlan start hosted network. Okay, the hosted network started. So now we're going to go down to our Wi-Fi, our connections list, and we'll see that I'm on the main Wi-Fi network, and I also have softap1. By default, softap1 will probably not have internet access. What you need to do to enable this is open up your network and sharing center, and then select change adapter settings on the top left. You'll see here there's a new wireless network connection 2. It's a virtual Wi-Fi mini port. It's a software-based network adapter that the hosted network has created. What we're going to need to do now is click our main wireless connection that has internet and right-click it, select Properties, and then go to the Sharing. You're not going to have this tab if you're using Windows 7 Starter. You'll have to upgrade to another version of Windows 7. Windows 7 Starter is kind of a demo operating system, and you want to get rid of that as soon as possible. So once we're in the Sharing tab, you'll just click Allow other network users to connect to the computer's internet connection and select OK. Once you've done so, it should say Share next to it, and it'll share your connection with the wireless network connection too. If it doesn't by default, it'll give you the option in the Sharing tab to select which connection you want to share with, right about here. You'll be able to select that, and there'll be a drop-down bar, and you'll just select wireless network connection too. Alright, now that we're done with that, you come back up, and you'll see, like I already have, internet access. I won't see that on my list of wireless network connections because I'm hosting it. But on another computer, you will see softap1. You'll be able to click it, and you'll enter the passphrase of wi2394 like mine, or whichever one you set. Well, that's set and good to go. Like I said, if I were to close the computer and turn it back on, the network would not be active. That's just a kind of a safety of the netsh command. All you have to do is type netsh wlan start hosted network, and it'll be back up and good to go. You won't have to set any more passwords. It's all set from then on. If you want to change this, you go back up to what you typed to begin with, and netsh hosted network, and just change the key. You can also ask for help typing some stuff like that. and it'll show you some of the things you can do. Netsh, WLAN, set hosted network, and then get some help on that. And you can see you can just type the key and then the passphrase and then press enter, and that'll change it for you also. Some pretty simple stuff. Alright, so now you see our started, and our buddy sitting around the couch could use it if you wanted. If you want to stop it, you just type netsh WLAN stop hosted network, like so, and you'll see it simply just goes away. Want it back, just type start. Some things you can do to make this easier on yourself is to create some batch files. And these are just Windows command line scripts, and you can just enter the commands in here. Save as make softap1.bat or whatever you want to save it as, and go get it. Here you can imagine what this one is. Start softap. It's just netsh WLAN start hosted network, and these will have to be run as administrator because I don't believe there is the option to checkbox run this program as administrator. That is not active, but like I said, you'll click it and it'll say it won't run, but you just right click it, run as administrator, click yes, and you're good to go. It's a lot easier than opening a command prompt and typing everything. I'm going to stop it. I'll just stop it with the stop batch file. Good to go. And that's pretty much it for this one. Any comments, go ahead and leave them below, and I'd like to help you guys out with anything you have questions on. Thank you.